The sun is falling, drawing long shadows across a cobbled street as a crowd of passers-by stop to gawk at a strange sight. They stare at a peculiar new building, one that these people, locals all, find both intriguing and perturbing. They filter in through an open door, passing beneath a sign that reads the Brass Eagle Tavern. The newcomers are densely packed, huddled together, looking around with a sense of hushed reverence normally reserved for the temple. As they go, they marvel at the warm interior of the tavern's common room, its polished polychromatic wood and eclectic furnishings reflecting the dying light from outside. A roaring fire crackles merrily in the soot-blackened hearth, above which a grand clock ticks. A lone man tends to the bustling throng, barely managing to keep order as he directs the crowd and waves people to their seats.
All right, I'll get to you all in time. Just take a seat at the bar, help yourself to a table. I'm only one person, so it may take a minute, but I promise I will serve all of you.
A pair of old friends peel off from the rest and find a table off to the side. One, donning the immaculate and colourful garb of an entertainer, has his eye glued to the fireplace as he admires the ornate clock and enormous metal eagle which rests atop it. The other wears the practical soot-stained garb of a blacksmith. She looks around, a bit of a sour expression on her face, as if the bar hasn't quite lived up to her expectations. It is she who is the first to break the reverential silence.
I have to say, I did not think this place was real.
What? You didn't believe me?
Not really, no. I was mostly humouring you because you said you was buying drinks.
I'm hurt, taking advantage of me like that.
Well, you have to admit, the whole story was pretty unbelievable.
I'll give you that. I spent years looking for it, you know.
You told me. Too many times.
I'm sorry, you don't think it's fascinating that this place only ever shows up somewhere for one day? And hardly ever twice in the same location?
I mean, yeah, it's interesting, sure. Very weird, but interesting. By the way, guy at the bar looks like he's making the rounds now. Want me to flag him down so we can order?
Sure.
Oi! When you have a minute?
Sure, I'll be right with you.
Cheers. You were saying?
I was just saying how rare of a chance this is. This place is legendary. It's been, almost 30 years since it was in town? I was just a kid back then, but it hardly looks like it's changed a day. May even be a bit nicer, if I'm honest. They're supposed to have some of the rarest liquor, and for dirt cheap. I've asked around, and no one seems to know how the place moves, either.
Like I said, weird.
Weird? Come on, it's more than that. It's magic. Supernatural.
Occult, maybe?
Oh, does this whole thing scare you?
I mean, maybe a little. But honestly, I don't really mind as long as he doesn't water down the drinks.
Let's find out, shall we? Our guy's coming over now.
Thank you for your patience. What can I get for you two?
I don't know. What ales do you have?
No, ignore her. She has no style. Behind the bar, did I see a cask of Eastern March Blackberry? I've heard excellent things about that.
Sure is. Shall I get you 2 glasses?
Are you insane? That's way out of your budget.
We're selling it for a silver per flagon.
That's it.
Told you! Yes, that would be great. 2 of those, please.
Wonderful. I'll be right back.
Sir, sorry, before you go, how long have you been working here? I was lucky enough to come here once before, some 30 years ago, and you seem a bit familiar.
You do not have to answer that. Sorry about my friend. He's a bit excited about this place.
Hey, come on.
Yes, no, sorry. If you knew about us beforehand, you must understand it's rare we get repeat customers, hence my reaction. You must be thinking of my father. I've been told we share a strong resemblance.
Oh, this is a family business?
It was. Now it's just me here, born and raised.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did your father pass?
Yes, about... it was a while ago now, don't worry about it. He was quite old. Right. Your drinks. I'll be right back.
Something's off about him.
Yes. very odd man. Where do you think he's from?
Not from around here, that's for sure. Maybe best not to ask too many questions. He seems flustered.
Here you are, 2 orders of Eastern March mead. Good choice.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you.
Call me if you need anything else. And remember, we close at midnight, no exceptions. Enjoy your drinks, folks, and welcome to the Brass Eagle Tavern.
Alrighty. He's back with the crowd.
Won't complain about that. A toast?
To what?
To moving buildings and the weirdos they contain.
Cheers. To moving buildings and the weirdos they contain.
This teaser features the voice talents of Abigail Turner, Aaron Mann, and Connor Bushoven, and is narrated by Mike LeBeau. Welcome to the Brass Eagle is an upcoming 10-episode fantasy fiction podcast centered around a mysterious tavern that moves somewhere new each time the clock strikes midnight. Narrated by Mike LeBeau, starring E.R. Hollins, Maddie Albrechts, and Connor Bushoven. To make the show a reality, we need your support. The show's full-length first episode will launch ahead of our crowdfunding campaign. Follow on all socials at Brass Eagle Pod for updates and more. A 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or the platform of your choice will go a long way to helping spread the word and reach new listeners.